On Insurance Digest, we're looking at group personal accident insurance as a safety net for the workforce. I'm a guest already seated in the building. Let me bring him to the microphone right away. I have with me in the studios Adekunle Oresajo, who is head underwriting for NSIA Insurance Ltd. Oresajo, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Victor. Good morning, everyone, our listeners.
And how are you doing?
Very well, thank you. I'm happy to be here with you.
Great. So let's just jump in on the program right away. So the reinvigorated insurance education program has just reached the peak of the first quarter. So how would you assess this advocacy campaign? So far, so good in the past 3 months.
Thank you for that question, Mr. Victor. For me, it's been both impactful and encouraging over the past 3 months. We've seen significant uptick in the engagement and the public awareness. Though the institute, the association, and the insurance fair as an institution is really intentional about demystifying this insurance knowledge, going through the grassroots advocacy, media outreach, and strategic stakeholders collaboration. So how do we mean in this instance? All stakeholders are coming together, and we understand that we need to take this education to the grassroots, not just to people in the cities alone. We are taking it down to the grassroots. We want everybody to understand what insurance is, and particularly from the young professionals and other small business owners who are beginning to see insurance not just as safety net but as a vital part of financial planning. So of course, we still have a long road ahead of us. However, but
this is a good step.
Momentum, if we keep this momentum, we are sure that at this pace, we are confident that we will not only deepen understanding but also drive real behavioral change in how Nigerians perceive and interact with insurance.
So let's talk about that perception really, because there's a whole lot of things that is stalling the growth of insurance in Nigeria. From your perspective, Adekunle, what do you think are some of those factors that is hindering or perhaps contributing to the low penetration of insurance in Nigeria? So
for me, I'm looking at it. There are a lot of them that hinders the penetration of this insurance in this country that we are. Tomorrow we'll be clocking 65 years as a nation that is above 200 million people. And if you look at our penetration, when we compare our insurance GWP against our national GDP, which is less than 1% as we are at the moment. And we are looking at it that some of the factors will be limited awareness and understanding of this insurance. So many Nigerians still don't fully grasp what insurance really is, how it works, and how it can protect their lives, business, and assets. This knowledge gap often leads to mistrust and complete distrust most times. Again, economic realities. You know where we are at the moment. The big role is a large portion of the population is focused on daily survival.
So poverty plays a role?
Yes, very, very well. And again, this our cultural belief, our religious belief.
People believe that
Jesus and
it cannot be me.
Yes, it cannot be me. In place of buying insurance, we are using our Jesus and only Muhammad to insure ourselves.
Which is very, very true. All right, so let's jump in on the main focus right now. Let's zoom our cameras on the subject of discourse this morning. Adekunle, what is group personal accident insurance? Talk to me.
So it's a type of insurance policy that provides financial...
I need you to get closer to that microphone.
All right, so it's a type of insurance policy that provides financial compensation to employees or members of group in the event of injury, disability, or death caused by accidental events. Please let's underline
so
that one.
We must underline that. Accidental events.
Yes.
So they are making provisions for the employees should there be any accident while they are working. Is that the way it is?
Not just while they are working. So this group personal accident, in short, we call it GPA policy. It covers you even whilst you are out of work.
Oh, even when you are at home?
Yes. Or when you are in transit or whatever it is, but it has to be accidental.
So how does it work?
So how it works is that the employer or the organization, so to say, take out the policy on behalf of the staff. If any member of the group or association suffers any accident, So the policy pays out benefits. It's a benefit policy.
Oh.
It differs from your HMO, differs from your group life policy. It's a benefit policy. There's a benefit to it when you lose the eye. There's a benefit to it when you lose
your arm.
A benefit to it when you lose. So all of this, there's a page in that policy that we call schedule benefit page, which stays out from the beginning what benefit is applicable when you suffer this loss or that loss.
Is it compulsory?
No, it's not compulsory, but
it's necessary.
It's necessary, yes. The compulsory part of it is the workman's compensation, which had been reformed to be employer's liability at the moment. That is the one that is regulatory by law. We've
heard in this country people working for different kind of companies, especially those expatriate companies, wherein they are doing factory work, and along the line the machines they are using cut their arms and nothing is done. I mean, those people are just sent off. So is this to say those companies do not have a group personal accident insurance?
So that is why the government had made it regulatory that you should have employer's liability. It used to be
I need to hear you very better on that microphone. So
all right, so it used to be workman's compensation before now.
Right.
Then you have a reform act that changed it from workman's compensation to employer's liability. So in the event that you're an employee in an organization where such instance had happened and loss of arm or loss of leg, whatever the case may be, that policy comes into play. That is regulatory. It has to be. But what that does is that it confines you to within the geographical limit of your office
alone
space. Yes, outside office, once you're out of the four walls of your workplace, then that policy ceases. Whatever accident or whatever injury that you suffer won't be paid.
So for those that had those kind of injuries in the past, can they challenge those companies now? Can it be done retrospectively?
Yes, they should. That's why I said limited knowledge and understanding. Part of the reasons why some have this policy but they don't know how it operates. The government has said have a minimum of third-party only insurance. You have that insurance, but in the event of a loss, you still don't know that you have something that could cover you. So it's just understanding what it is that you have.
So why is it essential for businesses? Why is it needed for businesses to consider this kind of insurance policy? So
it's essential for them because it makes them not dipping their hands into it, make them manage their financials appropriately.
Okay.
So, for instance, an employee suffers an accident and in event of that couldn't resume the following day to work. This person is out of work. Remember, not all employees are full-time employees. Some are on part-time basis, and no employer wants to keep you endlessly when you are not performing on the job. They'll give you a 3-month gap to recover and come back to work. If not, they have to tell you to go off. But if they have this kind of policy, it gives them that comfort and peace of mind that, they have a policy. I won't even be paying this my employee for the period that is not on the job. This policy comes in to pay you. Both to the employee and to the employer has benefit on this policy.
All right, I needed to just give our listeners a kind of real life scenario. Perhaps you must have seen this kind of thing happen, which necessitated the real need for group personal accident insurance.
Yeah, so there are a lot of scenarios, but top of my head, I think the best I could come up with now is, for instance, a dispatch rider that has been giving goods to go and deliver, and then on the way, this person suffered an accident whereby he needs to be hospitalized, medical bills needs to be paid.
Right.
He has lost one of the arm or leg, and now is incapacitated to even resume at work.
Wow.
To work. What this policy does is that for the employee now, the issue of medical bills or how do I take care of myself will be sorted by this policy. Yes, it's taken up by the employer, but on behalf of the employees. For the employee now, for the period that is not at work, this policy will keep paying to a certain
amount,
limit of time.
Okay.
Not forever. This policy is an annual policy. So immediately the policy lapses, then the cover ceases until this employer renews the contract again at renewal. Then for the employer, he doesn't need to now start worrying how they need to take out money from the confines of the business purse to settle the medical bills or pay the family members in event that this incident later leads to death of this employee. So this policy would cover all of that, and it's to like I said, it's a benefit policy, and the way it's worked is that for death depends on the employer. You might say 3 times your annual earnings.
Okay.
For death.
That's if the employee dies.
If the accident later leads to death.
All right.
Yeah. So we are saying that this policy will pay you 3 times your annual earnings. That is to the next of kin in the event of death, because someone that has died will not be available.
And this is different from group life?
Yes, it's different from group life.
So what are some common misconceptions about group personal accident insurance?
So the common misconception is that we are missing it with sometimes this employer's liability that I mentioned earlier, which confines the coverage to just your workspace, your workstation, or your workplace of work alone. But for a good personal accident, it covers you on a 24-hour.
Anywhere you are.
Anywhere
if you're at home, you sleep at home, you fall, you break your leg.
Yes, whatever. It just have to be accidental.
Wow. This is comprehensive then?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It is.
Okay. So let's look at the kind of injuries now. So what types of accidents and injuries are typically covered under this kind of policy?
So for example, it covers death that is caused by accident, like I said. It covers permanent disability, like losing a hand, leg, or an eyesight. Temporary disability, where the person can't walk for some time due to injury. They get some payment for those periods, and the medical bills, hospital and treatment costs related to the accident can also be paid.
All right. So lots of things are covered under this.
Definitely.
What is the difference between GPA and workmen's compensation?
So the difference is that one is limited to place of
office,
work, while the other is 24 hours basis cover.
All right. Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning we're looking at group personal accident insurance as a safety net for the workforce. And my guest this morning, Adekunle Oresajo. Of course, he is of NSIA Insurance Ltd. And of course, we're talking a whole lot about this particular kind of policy. But how can businesses identify and mitigate risks that may lead to accidents and injuries in the workplace? Talk to me.
That's a very good and crucial question, Mr. Victor. The first step is for every business to identify the risk. What do I mean by identifying the risk? This means that conducting regular workplace inspections to spot hazards like slippery floors, faulty equipment, poor lighting, and unsafe practices. It also involves listening to employees anyways, because they often know where the dangers are. Once risks are identified, business can then mitigate them by putting in place safety measures like providing proper training, enforcing safety rules, maintaining good equipment, and using of protective gear where needed. Creating a culture of safety is key. Finally, having insurance like good personal accidents helps manage the financial impact if accidents do occur, ensuring both employees and the business are well protected. All
right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, still on Insurance Digest. And this morning we're talking group personal accident insurance. And Adekunle Oresajo of NSIA Insurance Ltd is taking us to the classroom. We're going to take a short break right now. When we return, what is the kind of premium that you need to pay in order for you to benefit from this kind of insurance policy? And how can employers promote a culture of safety and wellness in the workplace? All these and many more will be reflected on, plus your contributions as well on 08099120777 and 09153877127. A brief break, we'll be back.
Oh, see what you have done now! You have damaged my car! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I hope you have a good motor insurance.
Yes, I have a third-party motor insurance that will take care of all the repairs.
In fact, the benefits of third-party motor insurance have increased. First, the limit to claims for damages to third-party vehicles has been increased. Secondly, when you get your third-party motor insurance, you automatically get an ECOWAS Brown card, which means your vehicle now has insurance cover across all West African countries. And if ever it is liable on Nigerian roads for damages to a vehicle from any West African country, the premium to be paid for third-party motor insurance for private car owners, it increased from 5,000 naira to 15,000 naira to enable insurers adequately bear the cost of repairs whenever the need arises. Buy your motor insurance. Please log on to www.niip.ng or visit any licensed insurance company today. This is a public enlightenment message from the Nigeria Insurers Association, NIA.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This is Insurance Digest, and this morning we're talking group personal accident insurance. My guest already in the building as well, taking you through the Ojo corridor. The latest report says after concerted efforts by traffic managers, we now have a seamless movement approaching Abuliado and outwards. Men on ground monitoring adequately in case of any eventuality. Well, what happened earlier on was that there was a breakdown around Isashi, but that has been taken off. So it's off the road and it's a much better drive through that location. Ikorodu Road, we also had it busy earlier on from Ojota heading towards Maryland. There was a breakdown somewhere along that corridor, but I understand it's getting better. If you're heading towards the Third Mainland Bridge, the bridge itself is looking good, but approaching Unilag Waterfront, you might be slowing down a bit. All right, then. So let's see if we can have your input on the program this morning. 091 5387 7127. That's 091 5387 7127. That's the numbers that you can call. All right, Mr. Oresajo, let's get back to the program. What would be the premium for me to pay in order to benefit from this group personal accident insurance?
So we all know what premium is the cost you pay to get an insurance contract.
Right.
So for this kind of policy, group personal accident, you need to understand the job description of this person, of this group or their members. So for instance, we might have some set of staffs that will be on the field. They are road agents, they are field agents, they go onto the road.
Okay.
They are more
so their risks are higher.
They are higher than those that are back office people, and the ratings would, yes.
So it can't be a flat rate for everybody. Okay, let's take this call first. Just hold on 1 second. Lagos Traffic Radio. Hello there.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, this is B.
Oh, B, regular B. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm calling from Ogba.
Go ahead, B.
Yeah, this insurance plan. You know, I love insurance.
Yeah.
This insurance plan. Can self-employed people, can they go for this kind of plan?
Oh, good question. Self-employed people, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. So, Oresajo, can somebody who's self-employed take a group personal accident insurance?
Yeah. So the alternate part of group personal accident is personal accident. The group, you have to be 3 and above to go into the group personal accident.
So there's a personal accident insurance.
Personal accident that covers the same coverage just as the group. Yes.
Oh, very good. All right. Hello there. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Akin. I'm calling from Alpha.
Go ahead, Akin.
Okay, my question is, the dispatch rider, she's down to they are property insurance. Does it cover when they also hit somebody's car? Because this was like, the damage they are causing on the road is getting too much. Most of us will just allow them to think when they start begging. I just want to know, they are two persons.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So dispatch riders, do they have a third party? They're supposed to have a third party auto insurance. So when they hit your vehicle, you're supposed to benefit from it as well. Is that not the case, Oresajo?
Yeah, so this is the motor class of insurance, which differs from the exact topic we are speaking to. However,
But they're supposed to have, right?
Yes, they have. You are supposed to have, everyone, as long as you are putting any automobile on the road. What the requirement, the government requires from you, the minimum is third party only.
Right.
So if they have bashed your car or ran into your car or your property, you should hold them liable. They should have the minimum of third party only insurance. Yes.
All right, Akin. So anytime you have that kind of situation, they scratch your car, just tell them to produce the insurance that they have, and then you can take it from there, because minimum cover of third party should be able to allow you in. All right. So, but your response to B was that for personal accident, they can also derive the same kind of benefits.
Definitely.
All right. Let's see if we can take this call. Hello there. Good morning.
Yeah, Victor, how are you this morning? This is Toljide.
Hey, Toljide, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. My question is, I run activities like projects per se, and once in a while, I have reasons to get maybe people in.
Okay.
That will probably come around for like 1 week, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Provided the project lasts till that time.
Right.
Is it necessary to get what kind of plan should be applicable? Is not the project lasts for like some a week, some 2 weeks, some a month.
Okay.
You know, and after the end of the project, everybody goes their way. So, what kind of plan
would be needed? Oh, very good. Okay, thank you so much, Toljide. Oresajo, what kind of advice will you give to him?
So first, we need to understand this project that they are referring to here.
So if it's construction?
If it's construction, yes, they will need to, that will be a construction all risk. We have a construction all risk insurance,
right,
whereby that covers both the project itself, the material damage, and the other section on that package is third party. In the event that you are constructing, you damage other person's property.
Right.
That is also covered.
But what if it's a service? I mean, if he's bringing people just to come and render service?
So now we need to understand how professional this person is, because, you know, again, we need to understand your business. We are partnering with you
based on your
business. Yeah, we need to make you thrive. That is what insurance is.
Okay, but for this kind of, I mean, since it's bringing in people, will a group personal accident insurance be needed?
Definitely. So we need to take up a group personal accident for such kind of projects. So first is we need to understand the designation, just like I explained earlier, the designation of these personnel. Some are just administrative personnel. Not all of them will be bricklayers.
Okay.
So we need to understand so that we charge them adequately. If I just want to use a flat premium, then that won't be fair on the client. Yeah, is that I'm overcharging you, putting the rates for the bricklayers, those that are more exposed to
hazards,
using their rate to price everyone, whereas you have some other people that are just administrative workers.
All right, this one says, hello there.
Good morning, Victor.
Yeah, good morning.
Comrade Daniel.
Yeah, Comrade Daniel, it's nice to have you. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yes, I greet your guests in the studio. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir, Comrade Daniel.
You seem to know him.
My question is that
he's a regular caller on the insurance agent.
That's very true.
You're right, sir. Okay. Yes, my question is that the area of claims in event of an incident happens to one of the staffs who's insured under the group with life insurance. Who would the insured pay the premium to? Is it to the family or to the organizations?
Very personal question. Thank you so much, Comrade Daniel. Oresajo, who benefits? I mean, who gets the claims? Is it the employee or the organization?
So, like I said, it's a policy that is taken up by the employer on behalf of the employee. Yes. So, the coverage is underneath now is that in event of death of this employee, the next of kin, trust me, the payout here is not to the employer.
It's to
or
the employee.
It's to the employee or their beneficiary.
So the employer must take details of the next of kin of every employee.
Yes.
So that once that kind of money arrives, it is paid directly
to the next of kin.
Can you confirm that the insurance companies pay this to the beneficiaries or they pay to the companies?
No, to the beneficiaries.
Because if they pay to the companies, is it not possible that
they just sit on it? Yeah, that's why we said this policy is taken up by the employer on behalf of the employee.
So the employees benefit from it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Comrade Daniel. That's a good in-swinger this morning. All right. This one says, Mr. Victor, does this insurance policy cover just work-related accidents or accidents everywhere? Thanks. Faith is sending that one in from Ikorodu. I think he's talked about it earlier on, right?
Yes.
It covers everywhere, right?
Everywhere, yeah. The 24 hours coverage, but it has to be accidental.
All right. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. Please, does the cover include medical bills or just compensation after an accident? Chidi is sending that one in.
Yes, it includes medical bills.
Okay, medical bills.
That will be paid directly to the hospital.
Okay, not to the account of.
But if the employee has paid out of pocket, all this person needs to do is to get the receipts of those payments.
And then the insurance company will reimburse it.
Yes, to the employee, not to the company.
All right, then 09153877127. Gradually winding to the end. This one says, how quickly do claims get paid when an accident happens? You didn't put your name, but thank you. That's a very pertinent question.
So, all right, so to respond to that, I would just want to commend the recent Commissioner of Insurance, which happens to be one of us before now, in person of Mr. Omosheyin.
Right.
The mantra now for insurance, aside from the economy going into a trillion economy, the mantra now for insurance is that you must find every reason to pay claim.
At every point in time.
At every point in time.
And you must do that fast, right?
And that is why this program
is on.
So
no Mongo Park stories.
There's no Mongo Park stories. You must find a reason to pay the claim as long as it is covered within the confines of the policy that you have purchased.
All right, this one says, Mr. Oresajo, sir, what if an accident happens when the worker is off duty? Shehu Ibrahim, I think he has commented on that.
Yeah, so it's still covered.
It's still covered 24 hours. Anywhere you are, you are covered. Let's begin to round this all up right now. What's the message to our people? Are people really picking up the group personal accident insurance from what you see?
Yes.
They are?
Yes.
All right.
So what they do now is you have your HMO in place. You know, employers too, they are awakening now. Like gone are the days where you dip your hand into your financials to start paying next of kin and paying medical bills. What you are doing today is just pay that chunk of premium and then you have peace of mind. That is what insurance preaches: peace of mind, safety, and all of that.
Okay. All right, then we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much, Mr.
All right, so we reflected a bit on group personal accident as a safety net for the workforce, and I can tell you, Adekunle Oresajo, who is head underwriting for NSIA Insurance Ltd, has been able to take us on this excursion. The program has been produced by Dayo Anthony, and I say a big shout out going out to Odwayo Denyimbo, who is also team lead for NSIA Insurance. He's in the building. Thank you so much for being here. From our social media crew, Okwaemi Shodunke and Daniel Downsi, we do appreciate you. Our executive producer is Tayo Adekunle. You can always reach out to the Nigerian Insurers Association for any issues that you have, and they'll be there to respond. You can send a message or perhaps call them on 081-7078-4444. That's 081-7078-4444. My name is Victor Oteri. I'm out, still very much within. Bye.